We cannot defy physics, so building an aerodynamic and agile SUV has always been a nightmarish task. But when consumers clearly state that the only car they will buy is a hulking people's hauler, engineers grind their teeth and get to work. In this video, we'll show you yet another dozen of all-new sporty crossovers that, if painted in striped liveries, could be easily raced at the next 2022 Le Mans. So subscribe to Automotive Territory to always get the latest news about the world of cars and everything motorized, ring the bell, and enjoy the ride. BMW XM. Claimed to be 80% ready for production, the Concept XM previews the most powerful BMW SUV to date that will exist exclusively as an M model. This is the second standalone vehicle by the Bavarians performance branch after the 1980s M1. Along with the now customary large grille and extreme rear design, the XM is destined to get exclusive 23-inch wheels and a two-tone gray-bronze exterior look. Instead of the company's usual V8 engine, it features a bonkers plug-in hybrid drivetrain with 750 horses and 737 pound-feet of torque. Here, the 4.4-liter twin-turbo is paired with an electric motor and a battery of yet unknown size that should support 30 miles of electric driving. Despite its X7-like 122-inch wheelbase, the SUV does not offer a third row of seats and accommodates only 5 people. The cabin design reinterprets BMW's traditional styling. There is vintage brown leather, carbon fiber trim, and a new curved display dashboard. Porsche Cayenne Turbo GT. Until the arrival of the next-generation Turbo SE hybrid, this model becomes the new top performer in the Cayenne range. 631 horsepower might not indicate this dominance, but this version does not have to carry a heavy battery pack and an electric motor. Instead, the pure internal combustion power comes from a modified 4-liter twin-turbo V8 that gets an upgraded crankshaft, connecting rods and pistons. The new Turbo GT rides 0.3 inches closer to the ground. The suspension is 15% stiffer, and all of its systems are recalibrated. Namely, adaptive dampers, 3-chamber sport air suspension, steering system, and anti-roll bar. The wheels measure 22 inches, come wrapped into sticky Pirelli P0 Corsa tires, and house standard carbon ceramic brakes with 17.3 and 16.1-inch rotors. The cabin of the Turbo GT was designed for 4 passengers that are embraced with Alcantara sport seats, and the new Porsche infotainment makes its debut. Brabus GLE 900 Rocket Edition. The new rocket ship coming out of the Brabus workshop is based on the latest generation of the Mercedes-Benz GLE 63S 4MATIC Coupe. The 900 Rocket Edition is limited to 25 units, which are here to solidify the status of the world's fastest street-legal SUVs of all time. The model puts on a newly developed aerodynamic package with a chin spoiler, full carbon diffuser, rear spoiler, and 24-inch aero disc wheels. The 4.9-liter Brabus 900 twin-turbo V8 produces its namesake of 900 HP and exhales through the quad tailpipes of the valve-controlled stainless steel Brabus sports exhaust system. 922 pound-feet of torque are transferred at warp speed through a 9-speed automatic, so 0 to 60 is reached in 3.2 seconds. Finally, the fastest speed was recorded at the Papenburg test track, where the Brabus Rocket 900 reached 324.7 km/h or nearly 202 miles per hour. Bentley Bentayga S. The facelifted Bentayga range is expanded by its first S model that sits between the entry-level V8 SUV and the W12 Speed flagship. It offers speed-like exterior styling with truly massive 22-inch 5-spoke wheels, smoked chrome trim, and tinted headlights. The SUV also gets a standard adaptive suspension that becomes 15% stiffer and offers dynamic ride active anti-roll control. The 4-liter twin-turbo V8 is unchanged from the regular Bentayga, so the S is good for 542 horsepower and 568 pound-feet. As usual, the mill ensures 4.4 seconds 0 to 60 acceleration and comes paired with an 8-speed automatic and permanent all-wheel drive. Here, however, you can push it to the limit with the new enhanced sports drive mode. Finally, the Bentayga S promises a meaner sound with its new sports exhaust and offers Bentley levels of interior quality with leather upholstery, Alcantara detailing, and an optional dual-screen infotainment. Volkswagen ID.5 GTX. Nowadays, every SUV from the German VW Group is supposed to get a proper coupe SUV counterpart. This rule is being followed by the upcoming ID.5 GTX model, which is basically a sloping roofline version of the ID.4. The model is motivated by a 77 kWh battery pack and a dual-motor all-wheel drive setup rated for 300 horses. It should be able to propel the SUV for 266 miles EPA or 480 km WLTP. The GTX is marketed as the sportiest ID.5, though its maximum speed is limited to 112 mph, and the acceleration to 62 is rather modest, 6.3 seconds. This ID.5 is distinguished by sportier bumpers, dual-color paintwork, and standard Q-Light LED matrix headlights. As you would expect, the interior is minimalistic. There's a 5.3-inch digital dashboard and a 12-inch Generation 3.0 infotainment with over-the-air updates and smartphone compatibility. Do not treat the like button as if it doesn't exist. Smash the thumbs up to fuel our efforts of delivering the latest car news to your inbox. Thanks for the feedback, and let's keep rolling. Hyundai Kona N. Kona already holds the title of the most dynamic subcompact crossover, but the N performance sub-brand turns it into a true hot crosshatch. Exterior-wise, it is distinguished by a blacked-out grille, larger air intakes, and design 19-inch wheels, and low-profile tires from Pirelli. The model packs a 2-liter turbocharged engine paired with an 8-speed wet dual-clutch gearbox and front-wheel drive. The system offers 280 horses of output, but if you press the red NGS button on the steering wheel, it increases to 290 for 20 seconds. There is also an electronic limited-slip differential for carving corners, a dual-pipe active sport exhaust, and a specially tuned electronically controlled suspension. Finally, the all-black interior is spruced up by the contrast stitching in the N brand's signature performance blue. Plus, the standard 10.3-inch infotainment is ready to provide track maps and lap monitoring information. Porsche Macan. In addition to getting a fresher face in 2022, the brand's smaller crossover offers a simplified trim lineup with 3 models. The exterior changes are concentrated up front. Here you shall notice new integrated cooling air intakes, body color trim, and sport design mirrors. The rear is dominated by an upward stretched rear diffuser, plus there are 7 new wheel designs. Engine-wise, the base Macan benefits from a boost to 261 HP. The mid-level S model gets a 2.9-liter twin-turbo V6 with 375 HP from the GTS, while the latter offers 434 horses, which were previously reserved for the now discontinued turbo model. This version of the Macan takes 3.5 seconds to speed to 60 and tops out at 169 miles per hour. The interior boasts a slight redesign as well. The dashboard houses a new central console with haptic touch elements and a 10.9-inch infotainment that is equipped with wireless Apple CarPlay, but unfortunately no Android Auto. Kia EV6 GT. Based on the new eGMP platform, Kia's first dedicated EV debuts the brand's new design language and ventures into the sport SUV niche. Up front, the familiar tiger nose grille is reimagined as a digital tiger face. The sleek roofline gives it an aggressive coupe-like profile, while the rear is dominated by a full-length flight bar. The top modification of the new EV6 is labeled GT. It promises a 585 horsepower all-wheel drive powertrain with 546 pound-feet and a maximum of 316 miles of range. With 3.5 seconds 0 to 60 and 161 miles per hour top speed, this will be the fastest Kia to ever hit the road. The platform gets near-perfect weight distribution and benefits from a 5-link suspension and the world's first mass-produced integrated drive axle. The cabin of the EV6 is simple and clutterless. There are two 12-inch screens, head-up display, recycled plastics, and vegan leather materials. Model X Plaid. After an 8-month-long production hiatus, Tesla's facelifted premium SUV is returning to the assembly lines. The new Palladium generation introduces only minor tweaks to the headlights and front bumper, but the Plaid version is the true centerpiece of the upgrade. The 1020 horsepower tri-motor all-wheel drive setup improves the Model X's own record for the fastest accelerating SUV in the world. Now, the unreachable benchmark is set at 2.5 seconds 0 to 60 and a quarter mile in 9.9. The top speed is capped at 163 mph, while the maximum range of 335 miles can be reached with a standard 20-inch wheels. Depending on your passenger hauling needs, the new X can be had in a 5, 6, or 7-seat layout, and there is an optional multimedia for the second row of seats. The driver gets a set of his own goodies, like a yoke steering wheel and a 17-inch infotainment. Skoda Kodiaq RS. Though based on the MQB underpinnings, the facelifted Kodiaq RS does not bring us the highly craved 300 horsepower update from its Tiguan R sibling. Instead, the 7-seater swaps the previous year's turbo diesel with 240 horses and 369 pound-feet for a 132-pound lighter 2-liter TSI. Paired exclusively with a 7-speed DSG and all-wheel drive, the mill produces 245 HP, 273 pound-feet, and 145 mph. It also accelerates the bulky 3-row to 62 miles per hour in 6.5 seconds. The visual sportiness of the RS is achieved by a sleeked front bumper, standard matrix LED headlights, gloss black exterior accents, and 20-inch Sagittarius alloy wheels with aerodynamic covers. The interior of the Skoda is upholstered in leather and black suede with red stitching and RS embroidery. Plus, the front seat passengers are made comfortable by ventilated and electrically adjustable sports seats. BMW X4M and M competition. The facelifted X4M is instantly recognizable by its enlarged kidney grille, new blacked frame up front, and flatter, narrower headlights. The coupe roofline is unchanged. The black rear spoiler can be upgraded to the CFRP one, while the wheels measure 20 inches for the standard X4M and 21 for the competition. Both are powered by 3-liter twin-turbo 6-cylinder with all-wheel drive and an 8-speed M-Steptronic. In the competition spec, it is tuned to output 503 horses, and compared to the last year's model, the torque figure is bumped by 37 pound-feet to 479. This version can accelerate to 60 in 3.7 seconds, and its top speed is 155 miles per hour. By opting for the M Drivers package, you can also increase the maximum velocity to 177 mph. As before, the flagship X4M relies on the adaptive M suspension with 3 modes. The exhaust is updated with 2 dual tailpipes, and the cabin is equipped with 12.3-inch drivers and infotainment displays. Maserati Grecale. Levante SUV is the current moneymaker for Maserati, so it's only natural that the Trident brand expands the lineup with one more sports crossover. Among the rumored specifications are the new rear-wheel drive Giorgio platform. The 3-liter Nettuno twin-turbo V6 will be lifted from the MC20, so we can expect the Grecale to have up to 621 horsepower and 538 pound-feet of torque. Which SUV from this crazy dozen impressed you the most? I would take the new Porsche Macan. If you do not agree, let's discuss why your favorite model is better in the comments below, and like this video if you enjoyed our content. Subscribe to Automotive Territory, ring the notification bell, and proceed to exploring other 2022 lineups by following the links on the screen. May the torque be with you!